Professor Goff, is the future of community departments like this, is it police officers who are who have the degrees and the training in certain social issues, or is it different? Police officers are about safety, and you have a separate core of folks that worry about the community service, whether it's addiction treatment, addiction issues, maybe some homeless issues, things like that. What is your vision of that?
So you can imagine investing tons of money in training law enforcement to do all the things they're tasked with right now. Right. So if someone is contemplating suicide, you call law enforcement, they show up and they're the best therapist. Right. If someone is having a hard time in their marriage and it becomes physical, so now you have an abuse situation, right? They show up and they're the best marriage counselors ever. Someone's overdosing and they can handle that too. Right. They do all of that stuff and they do hair. Sure. Why not? But that's not reasonable, except for 2 or 3 of the most remarkable human beings in the history of the world. There's only so many Rhodes Scholars. There's only so many, national champions and all these sets of things. So instead of trying to imagine that what we're going to get is a whole bunch of actual superheroes, we could say 911 could give you school counselors. 911 can give you marriage counselors and the way to get out to a domestic shelter. That doesn't mean that when someone's robbing your house, you can't dial 911 and get law enforcement. It does mean that exactly the things Commissioner Harrison just said, that's not reasonable to ask of anybody who also has to be exceptionally competent at taking away a life when necessary, right? At firearms training. You can't ask someone to do firearms and first aid and mental health and substance abuse in the same job and expect you're going to get people who are qualified to do all of those things all of the time.
Right.
And so part of what people are asking for is a more reasonable understanding that public safety starts before police show up and should be mostly focused on making sure they don't have to show up.
Commissioner Harrison, I got to ask you about...
I think there's something...
Sure. Go ahead.
I wanted to jump in because I think the thing that both of us are saying, we all agree, when people talk about defunding police and they want to defund police now, I think we need to be very cautious about how and when. And cutting it off now to create something different now may not suit the public right now. We need to figure out how to be thoughtful, forward-leaning, forward-thinking, and figure out the proper way to do it and the proper timing to do it, because what we don't want to do is cut off services where then we create more harm to the community than good, because we've eliminated something without properly socializing it and replacing it with the thing we're ready to replace it with until it's ready.
Well, I think part of the rallying cry is, in fact, I'm sorry. There's a lot more to get into.
No, that's
absolutely.
All right.
So
I know. Go ahead. Last word, Professor.
Right. The rallying cry I want people to understand is that for generations, we've been hearing about Black communities defund social welfare programs, defund the schools, defund the grocery stores. Right. They've been defunding things in Black communities for generations, right? So why is it that the one element of punishment can't be defunded so we can get some money back into those other programs? We've been doing defund Black communities almost since we've had Black communities that were free, right? So if we're going to defund, at least let the community decide where those funds go.
Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor, subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Meet the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.